Welcome, beautiful soul. Today is a new beginning. You are stepping into a space where the universe supports you, where love flows freely, and where abundance is your birthright. Every word you hear in this message is infused with healing energy, ready to awaken the truth that already lives within you. As you listen, allow yourself to relax. Breathe deeply. Let go of fear, doubt, and limitation. You are safe. You are supported, and you are ready. Ready to receive, ready to thrive, ready to allow all forms of abundance, love, health, wealth, and joy to flow into your life with ease and grace. Each affirmation you absorb today is planting seeds in the fertile soil of your mind. As you nurture them daily, they will blossom into a reality more beautiful than you've imagined. You are not alone in this journey. Life is on your side. The universe is saying yes to you. Right here, right now. Let us begin this sacred practice of opening our hearts to all that is good. You were born with a heart wide open, radiant, trusting, and connected to the endless flow of life. But over time, experiences may have caused you to close it, little by little. Pain, disappointment, fear, rejection, they all teach us to guard our hearts, to protect ourselves from what we believe might harm us. Yet in doing so, we often block the very good we long to receive. Abundance begins in the heart. It is not something outside of you that you must chase or earn. It is a state of being, a natural rhythm of giving and receiving, of flowing with life, not resisting it. And to truly receive, your heart must be open like a flower to the sun, willing, soft, trusting, and ready. As you breathe gently, take a moment to feel your own heart. Place your hand over your chest. If it helps you connect more deeply, feel the steady beat, the warmth, the life force that is you. This is your center of love, your center of wisdom, your connection to all that is, and it is safe to open it now. Whatever has hurt you in the past cannot control your present unless you allow it to. You are no longer the child who didn't understand. You are no longer the person who didn't know they could choose again. Right now, you have the power to soften. You have the power to open up to a new possibility. Letting love in is the beginning of all abundance. Love is the energy behind every form of good. When you feel loved, you feel supported. When you feel supported, you trust. When you trust, you let go of tension. And when you let go of tension, you allow. So today, in this moment, say silently or out loud, I am safe to receive. I am safe to open my heart. I am willing to allow love to flow through me and to me. These are not just words, they are keys. Keys that unlock the doors you once closed. Every time you say them, your subconscious listens. Every time you breathe into them, your energy shifts. You don't need to know exactly how abundance will show up. That is not your work. Your only work is to be in a state of receptivity, to trust that the universe knows how to deliver what you need in perfect timing. When your heart is open, you begin to see beauty where you once saw lack. You begin to notice small blessings, sunlight filtering through the trees, a kind smile from a stranger, a moment of stillness. These are all signs that life is already giving to you. You simply needed to notice. Forgiveness is often part of opening the heart. Maybe you need to forgive others, or maybe you need to forgive yourself. Either way, forgiveness is not approval of the past. It is liberation from it. It is a gift you give yourself. It allows energy to flow again. It removes the blocks that keep your heart walled off. So if something rises in your mind as you listen to this, a memory, a person, a regret, bless it. Thank it for what it taught you, and gently release it. Say, I release the past. I open my heart fully to the present. I am willing to receive all that is meant for me. Every day choose to tend to your heart like a sacred garden. Speak kindly to it. Place your hands there. Breathe deeply. Imagine light pouring into it, dissolving any heaviness, any fear, any unworthiness. This heart of yours is wise. It knows your desires. It knows what you truly need, and when you open it, you invite miracles to enter your life, often in ways you never expected. Opening your heart is not about being naive or ignoring your boundaries. It is about choosing not to live in fear. It is about saying yes to the goodness of life. It is about remembering that life loves you and wants to support you in every possible way. Abundance is not a reward. It is a natural result of alignment. When you are aligned with love, peace, and trust, abundance flows without effort. You become a magnet for what matches your frequency. So begin each day with a simple intention. Today I open my heart to receive. I am worthy of love. I am ready for joy. I trust the flow of life. Let this be your morning prayer, your energetic invitation to the universe, and let yourself soften into it throughout the day. Each moment is another opportunity to open more, to receive more, to live more fully. You are already enough. You do not need to prove your worth to receive blessings. You are already loved. You are already supported. Life is not withholding anything from you. It is simply waiting for your readiness, your openness, your invitation, and now, in the sacred moment, you are ready. Let your heart open like the petals of a flower greeting the dawn. Let yourself receive without guilt or hesitation. Let the abundance that has always been yours come rushing in. It is time. You are ready. Every thought you think is creating your future. The words you speak, the beliefs you hold, the patterns you've accepted, they all form the foundation upon which your life is built. For many of us, this foundation was shaped long ago, when we were too young to understand the power we had. We picked up beliefs from our parents, our environment, our culture, beliefs that may have served them, but not us. Beliefs like money is hard to come by, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve love, or life is a struggle. These thoughts can quietly live in the background of our minds, guiding our actions, shaping our emotions, and limiting our potential. You are not here to live a life of limitation. You are here to live fully, abundantly, freely. But to do so, you must be willing to let go of the thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you. Limiting beliefs are not truth. They are simply thoughts you've repeated so many times that they became familiar. But familiarity is not the same as truth. Just because a belief feels comfortable doesn't mean it is supportive. In fact, most limiting beliefs feel comfortable only because they are part of a long-standing pattern, not because they are right or helpful. The beautiful truth is you can change your beliefs. You can choose again. You can decide right now to stop believing in lack, fear, struggle, and unworthiness. These beliefs are like old coats that no longer fit. You've outgrown them. It is time to hang them up and walk forward into something more expansive. Begin by becoming aware of what you are telling yourself on a daily basis. Notice your inner dialogue when you think about money, love, health, or success. What is the first thought that comes to mind? Is it rooted in trust and possibility, or in doubt and fear? Awareness is the first step. Once you can see the belief, you can begin to gently loosen your grip on it. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to shame yourself for it. You simply have to acknowledge it and make a new choice. Say to yourself, that may have been true for me in the past, but I am choosing something new now. Your mind is incredibly powerful, and it listens to everything you say. When you introduce a new belief, even if it feels unfamiliar at first, your subconscious begins to accept it with repetition and love. Affirmations are powerful tools to reprogram the mind. You are not lying to yourself when you use affirmations. You are choosing to speak truth into being, even before the outer world reflects it. That's how transformation begins, from within. When you say, I am worthy of abundance, or I now release all beliefs that no longer serve me, you are planting new seeds. At first you may not feel any different, but with time, with nurturing, with consistency, these seeds grow into new realities. The key is to be patient and gentle with yourself during the process. Letting go of limiting beliefs doesn't mean you will never have negative thoughts again. It means you no longer allow those thoughts to control you. You become the observer, the gentle guide, the conscious creator of your own experience. When a limiting thought arises, you can pause and say, I hear you, but I no longer believe you. And then you can replace it with a new, empowering thought, one that supports the life you want to create. Your beliefs create your vibration. Your vibration attracts your reality. So if you want to attract abundance, you must start by believing that it is possible, more than possible, that it is natural, that you were born to be supported by life, that you are safe to receive, that you are not alone in this journey. Limiting beliefs often stem from fear, the fear that there isn't enough, that we won't be loved, that we will be judged or rejected. But when you return to the truth of who you are, a divine, powerful, beautiful being, you begin to see that those fears were never real. They were just stories, and stories can be rewritten. You are not broken. There is nothing wrong with you. There is simply some unlearning to do. You are remembering what you've always known deep inside, that you are one with life and life is abundant. Each day is a new opportunity to let go of what no longer fits. You can breathe out the past, breathe in the present, and gently speak to yourself with compassion. Say, I am willing to release every belief that limits me. I choose to see myself through the eyes of love. I am open to miracles. I am open to growth. I am open to growth. I am open to abundance. And know this, the moment you decide to shift your beliefs, the universe responds. The doors that once seemed closed begin to creak open. The people, ideas, and opportunities you need begin to appear. The world around you starts to match the new energy within you. But it all begins with one choice: to believe in something greater, to believe in yourself, to believe that it's safe to receive, that it's safe to thrive, that it's safe to be free. You are so much more powerful than you've been taught. And today, you are remembering that truth. Let go. Let it all fall away. You don't need those old beliefs anymore. You are ready for more. You are worthy simply because you exist. You don't have to prove it. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to do anything special to deserve love, happiness, abundance, or peace. You were born deserving, whole and complete. Somewhere along the way you may have been told otherwise. Maybe you were made to feel like you had to be perfect to be loved, or you had to work hard to be seen. Perhaps you internalized the belief that your worth was tied to your achievements, your looks, your success, or how much others needed you. But all of that is false. These are ideas taught by a world that has forgotten how sacred and valuable each soul truly is. Affirming your worthiness is not about arrogance or ego. It is about reclaiming your truth. It is about standing in the light of who you are and saying, I matter, I belong, I am enough. When you affirm your worthiness, you are not saying you are better than anyone else. You are simply choosing not to see yourself as less. You are remembering that you too are a divine expression of life. And life does not make mistakes. There is a place for you. There is a purpose for you. You are wanted. You are valuable. Many people struggle with this because they were raised to believe self-love is selfish, that humility means putting yourself last, or that wanting more somehow makes you ungrateful. But the truth is, when you love and honor yourself, you become more generous, not less. When you feel worthy, you become more open, more giving, more radiant. You stop trying to take from others what you haven't yet given yourself. You begin to live from a place of overflow, not emptiness. Deservingness is a feeling, an inner posture that says, yes, I am ready to receive, not because you have checked every box, not because you've fixed all your flaws, but because you understand that love, success, joy, and abundance are not rewards. They are reflections of your alignment. When you align with truth, with love, with wholeness, You naturally attract more of what feels good. You allow life to flow to you with ease. You no longer push it away with feelings of guilt, shame, or inadequacy. So many of us unconsciously block our blessings. We say we want love, but deep inside we don't believe we deserve it. We long for success, but feel like an imposter. We wish for financial abundance, but carry hidden guilt around receiving. These inner conflicts create resistance, and resistance delays the flow of good. But when you begin to say to yourself, I am worthy of all that is good, even if it feels unfamiliar, you soften the resistance. You create space. You open the doors of your life for the blessings to enter. One of the most loving things you can do for yourself is to affirm your worth every day. Speak to yourself as you would to someone you adore. Look in the mirror and say, I love you, I approve of you. You are enough. At first it may feel awkward. It may bring up tears. It may feel untrue, but keep going. This is a practice. You are rewriting a story that may have been running in your mind for years. You are building a new foundation, one built on love, not fear. Worthiness is not something that can be taken from you. It cannot be lost, no matter what has happened in your life. Mistakes, failures, rejections, none of these things define you. They are experiences, not identities. You are not your past. You are not your pain. You are not your circumstances. You are something far greater. And when you connect with that truth, you begin to walk differently. You speak differently. You expect differently. You stop settling. You stop apologizing for taking up space. You start allowing more, because you know you are worthy of more. Your life begins to change when your inner language changes. So choose to speak to yourself with kindness and power. Say, I am deserving of all the beauty life has to offer. I am worthy of love in every form. I am open to receive. It is safe for me to have more. I let go of every lie that told me I was not enough. I am enough now. I have always been enough. And as you repeat these truths, your mind listens, your heart listens, your energy shifts. You begin to radiate something different. You no longer look outside yourself for validation because you have found it within. You become magnetic to experiences and people who mirror back your newfound self-respect. The world responds to your energy, and when your energy says, I am worthy, the world says, yes, you are. You are not asking for too much. You are not dreaming too big. You are simply stepping into alignment with what has always been yours. And life rejoices when you do. So let yourself believe in your worthiness, not tomorrow, not someday, but today. Let it be your foundation. Let it guide every choice. You were born deserving. You are deserving still, and you always will be. There is a rhythm to life, a quiet intelligence that moves through everything, through the seasons, through nature, through the rising and falling of your breath. When you learn to trust that rhythm, life begins to feel less like a struggle and more like a dance. Trusting the flow of life means releasing the need to control every detail, every outcome, every moment. It means softening your grip on fear and leaning into the quiet assurance that everything is unfolding for your highest good, even when it doesn't look the way you thought it would. You may have spent years trying to force, to push, to make things happen on your timeline, and perhaps you were taught that if you're not constantly striving or struggling, then you're doing something wrong. But life is not meant to be lived in tension. When you trust life, you begin to understand that ease is not laziness. Ease is alignment. There is a difference between effort and resistance. Effort is natural. It flows from inspiration. Resistance, on the other hand, is what you feel when you try to swim against the current of life. And you don't have to live like that anymore. The universe is not working against you. It is not trying to punish you, delay you, or withhold from you. It is always responding to your energy, your beliefs, and your willingness to receive. So when things feel slow, or uncertain, or delayed, take a breath and ask, am I trusting or am I forcing? Often, the most powerful thing you can do is to surrender, to hand over your worries, your questions, and your timelines to the intelligence of life, and say, I trust that all is working out in perfect timing. Trust does not mean you never take action. It means you take aligned action, action that feels inspired, not desperate. It means you learn to listen to your intuition, to honor the signals of your body, to rest when you're tired, and move when you feel called. It means you begin to let go of the idea that you must hustle and grind your way into abundance. Your worth is not based on how much you do. You are enough even in your stillness. In fact, stillness is often where clarity and answers are born. So much of our suffering comes from our attachment to how we think things should be. We create detailed pictures in our minds of how something must unfold, and when it doesn't, we feel disappointed or afraid. But the truth is, sometimes life has a better idea. Sometimes what seems like a delay is actually divine protection. Sometimes what feels like a detour is actually leading you to something greater than you imagined. When you trust the flow of life, you begin to open your heart to surprise, to possibility, to the unexpected beauty that can only come when you stop trying to control it all. Every experience is a teacher. Every challenge is a doorway. Life doesn't waste anything. Even your struggles are shaping you, preparing you, growing you. There is wisdom in every season, joy in the blooming, and peace in the resting. You don't have to rush. You don't have to compare your journey to anyone else's. You are exactly where you are meant to be, and the next step will reveal itself when you are ready. When you trust life, you stop needing to have all the answers today. You learn to live in the mystery, to enjoy the unfolding, to believe that everything is happening for you, not to you. This trust is not built overnight. It is a practice, a daily decision. Some days you will feel deeply connected to this flow, and other days your fear will rise again. That is okay. Simply notice when you're clenching, when you're doubting, when you're trying to force, and in those moments, pause, breathe, place your hand over your heart, and say, I choose to trust. I choose to believe that everything is working out for my highest good. I release the need to control. I surrender with love. I trust the flow of life. As you practice this, something beautiful happens. You begin to feel lighter. You begin to feel supported. You notice signs and synchronicities. You start to witness the ease that comes when you're aligned with the natural current of life. You begin to trust yourself more, your feelings, your timing, your inner wisdom, because trusting the flow of life is also about trusting yourself, trusting that your desires are valid, trusting that your intuition is guiding you, trusting that you don't have to know every detail before you move forward. You are not here to chase life. You are here to partner with it. You are here to co-create with a loving universe that always hears you, always sees you, and always supports your growth. When you surrender to that truth, you find peace, not because everything is perfect, but because you are no longer resisting what is. You are flowing, breathing, allowing, becoming. Let this be your new way of being. Let go of the struggle. Step into trust. Life knows what it's doing, and even now in this very moment, it is gently carrying you to where you need to be. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It is a silent magnet that draws more of what you appreciate into your life. When you choose to focus on what is already good, already working, already present, even if it feels small, you shift your entire energy field. You move from a state of lack into a state of fullness, and from that fullness, life responds with generosity. So many of us are taught to strive, to chase what's next, to focus on what's missing, to fix what seems broken. But that mindset keeps us in a loop of dissatisfaction. It tells the universe, I don't have enough, and the universe, always listening, responds in kind. Gratitude, on the other hand, whispers, thank you. I see the beauty. I trust the process. And in response, the universe opens its arms even wider. When you are grateful, you are in a state of receiving. You are saying yes to life. Gratitude doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It doesn't mean ignoring pain or bypassing real feelings. It simply means choosing to find light, even in the middle of darkness. It means acknowledging what is, without waiting for everything to change before you allow yourself to feel joy. Gratitude is not passive, it is active. It is a deliberate choice to affirm the goodness in your life, even when things aren't how you hoped they would be. There is always something to be grateful for. Sometimes it's in the big things, a supportive friend, a beautiful opportunity, a breakthrough. Other times it's in the smallest, most ordinary moments. A warm cup of tea, the sound of birdsong, a deep breath. The more you train your eyes to see these gifts, the more they multiply. What you focus on expands. What you appreciate appreciates. Life begins to mirror your awareness. When you start your day in gratitude, you anchor yourself in abundance. Before reaching for your phone, before running into the rush of the day, take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for a new morning. Thank you for the chance to try again. Thank you for the body that carries you, the breath that sustains you, the unseen blessings that continue to unfold. This simple act of acknowledgement sets the tone for everything that follows. You begin to walk through life with eyes open to beauty. Gratitude shifts your vibration. It calms the nervous system. It opens the heart. It reminds you that you are already supported, already loved, already held. When you are grateful, you cannot be fearful at the same time. Gratitude and fear cannot occupy the same space. One will always cancel out the other. So in moments of doubt, return to thanks. In moments of uncertainty, pause and remember what is working, what has come through, what is still possible. Even during your challenges, there are blessings, there is growth happening, there are lessons being offered. Gratitude allows you to see these gifts, even if they are wrapped in difficulty. You might say, "I don't understand this yet, but I trust that one day I will, and for that, I am thankful." This doesn't mean you welcome pain, but it does mean you trust that nothing is wasted. Gratitude gives you the strength to keep going, even when the road isn't clear. One of the most powerful practices is keeping a gratitude journal. At the end of each day, write down a few things that brought you peace, joy, or insight. Let this be your nightly prayer. It might be as simple as a kind word someone shared, the smile of a child, or a quiet moment of stillness. Over time, you begin to rewire your mind. You begin to notice more and more of what lifts you, and that noticing becomes your new default. Gratitude also strengthens your relationship with yourself. When you are thankful for your own growth, your own courage, your own ability to keep showing up, you become your own supporter. Say to yourself, "I am proud of me. I am grateful for the progress I've made. I honor my journey." This inner celebration builds confidence. It builds self-trust. It reminds you that you are not waiting for permission to feel good. You already are good. You already have enough within you to live a rich and meaningful life. The more you appreciate what you have, the more open you become to receive what you desire. Gratitude tells the universe, "I notice, I honor, I welcome more." It unlocks the doors of abundance. It quiets the noise of not enough and replaces it with a steady, peaceful rhythm of trust. You stop chasing and you start allowing. You begin to attract, not out of desperation, but from a deep place of contentment. Let gratitude be your daily practice, not just in words, but in feeling. Let it rise from your heart like a gentle wave. Let it soften your gaze and calm your spirit, and let it guide you into a life of ever-deepening joy. Life responds to a grateful heart, and your heart, right now, is ready. Everything you see in your life today began with a thought. Thoughts are the seeds, and reality is the garden that grows from them. What you imagine consistently, what you dwell upon with emotion and clarity, eventually takes form. This is the quiet, powerful truth behind all creation. Visualization is not fantasy. It is spiritual preparation. It is mental rehearsal. It is your soul whispering to life, "This is what I am ready for." When you begin to visualize a prosperous reality, You aren't escaping the present. You are enhancing it. You are watering the soil of your subconscious with images of possibility, growth, joy, and abundance. Your mind does not know the difference between what is vividly imagined and what is real. So when you see yourself living in peace, in financial ease, in fulfilling relationships, in radiant health, your body responds, your energy shifts, your heart begins to believe. You are rehearsing a future you're already becoming. It is so important that the images you hold of yourself match the life you want to live. If you constantly imagine struggle, worry, rejection, or failure, you're sending signals to life that this is what you are aligned with. But you can choose different pictures. You can gently replace the old tapes in your mind with new, vibrant visions, ones that reflect your worth, your value, your readiness to receive. You can see yourself waking up in a space that brings you peace. You can imagine walking through your day with confidence, with joy, with a deep sense of purpose. You can see money flowing in and out of your life with ease, love surrounding you, your body healthy and alive. And the more clearly you see it, the more your mind accepts it as possible. Visualization is most powerful when paired with feeling. It is not just about seeing a picture, it's about living in it emotionally. When you visualize, allow yourself to feel the safety, the comfort, the joy, the expansion of this new version of your life. How does it feel to live in alignment, to be free, to be supported, to be deeply at peace? Let that feeling rise through your entire being. Let it become a vibration that surrounds you, because you do not attract what you want. You attract who you are, and through this practice, you are becoming a match for the life you are ready to receive. You don't need to know how everything will unfold. That is the work of the universe. Your job is to get clear, to stay consistent, and to stay open. When doubts come up, as they sometimes will, you don't have to push them away. Just gently return to your vision. Say to yourself, this or something even better is already on its way to me. There is no need to rush or force. Visualization is not about controlling life. It is about aligning with it. It is about showing up every day with faith and expectancy. You can visualize during meditation, before you fall asleep, or first thing in the morning. These are moments when your subconscious mind is most receptive. Close your eyes, relax your body, begin to see your life unfolding beautifully. Use all of your senses. What do you hear? What do you see? What do you feel in this imagined reality? The clearer the picture, the stronger the signal you send out into the world. And that signal begins to draw into your life everything that matches it: ideas, people, opportunities, and inner nudges that guide your next step. The beautiful part of visualization is that it helps you live your desired life now, even if the outer circumstances haven't shifted yet. The inner experience has. You walk differently. You speak differently. You begin to make choices that align with the version of yourself you keep seeing. You say no to what doesn't feel right. You say yes to what feels expansive, and over time, that inner shift becomes an outer transformation. You are the painter of your inner world. With every thought, every image, every belief, you create a canvas of what is possible. Make it beautiful. Make it bold. Make it loving. Know that you are worthy of every vision you carry in your heart. You wouldn't be able to imagine it if it weren't meant for you. Life has given you that desire as a seed, and through visualization, you water it with attention, faith, and joy. The more time you spend living in your vision, the more natural it becomes. You stop seeing it as a distant hope and start recognizing it as a truth that is already forming. You become excited, not desperate. You become trusting, not fearful, and that shift is everything. Life begins to meet you at the level of your belief. So allow yourself to imagine, not with worry, not with doubt, but with freedom. Picture your prosperous reality as if it were already here. Feel it, live it, thank life for it, and trust that every time you close your eyes and see it clearly, you are one step closer to watching it unfold before you. There is a divine order to everything. Just as the seasons know when to change, just as the moon knows when to rise, your life, too, is unfolding in perfect timing. You may not always see it. You may not always understand it in the moment. But behind the scenes, something greater than your mind is at work. Aligning with divine timing means releasing the pressure of when and trusting that what is meant for you will come, not a moment too late and not a moment too soon. So much of our suffering comes from impatience. We want answers now, healing now, success now, clarity now, but the universe does not respond to demand. It responds to readiness. Sometimes we are still growing into the person who can hold the very thing we desire. Sometimes the delays are gifts in disguise, spaces carved out to prepare us for something far more aligned than what we first imagined. What feels like waiting is often sacred preparation. When you begin to trust divine timing, you breathe easier. You let go of the need to control every outcome. You stop fighting against the clock and begin to trust the unfolding. You say, I may not know how or when, but I trust that what's for me is already on its way. That energy of surrender softens your entire being. It allows you to move through life with more grace, more peace, and more joy in the present moment. Ease is not about avoiding effort. It's not about doing nothing. It's about doing things with alignment rather than force. When you're aligned with divine timing, you begin to notice how life flows more smoothly. You get ideas at just the right moment. You meet people who guide you effortlessly. Things fall into place without strain. You feel supported rather than burdened. You realize that everything you need shows up when you're truly ready to receive it. Not when you panic, not when you chase, but when you allow. The energy of ease is deeply connected to faith. Faith that you are not forgotten. Faith that life has heard your prayers. Faith that every step is known, even when the path feels hidden. And even if you feel lost at times, remember, you are being guided. You are being led. You are never alone. Life is always gently whispering to you through intuition, through synchronicities, through stillness. When you slow down and listen, you begin to hear that soft voice again. It tells you you're right on time. Keep going. Keep trusting. There is no need to rush. No need to compete, no need to look sideways at someone else's journey and feel behind. You are not behind. You are on your path, and your path is sacred. Comparing your life to others disconnects you from your own divine flow. What's unfolding for someone else is theirs. What's unfolding for you is just as beautiful, just as meaningful, even if it's quieter or slower. Trust that your timing is perfect for you. When you align with divine timing, you also begin to release pressure from your dreams. You stop demanding that your desires save you or fix you or make you worthy. Instead, you begin to enjoy the process of becoming. You fall in love with who you are right now. Even as you grow, you begin to see each moment as part of the miracle, not just the destination. And in that shift, miracles come easier because you're no longer chasing them. You're living in the energy that welcomes them. You can remind yourself daily, I let go of the need to force, I choose to flow, I trust the divine timing of my life. I am exactly where I need to be. These simple affirmations help you realign when fear or doubt creeps in. They remind you that everything good unfolds in divine order. Nothing meant for you will pass you by. Nothing you truly need can be kept from you. You are walking hand in hand with a universe that wants you to thrive. Patience is not just about waiting. It's about how you wait. You can wait with tension, or you can wait with peace. You can wait with bitterness, or you can wait with openness. When you wait in trust, you become magnetic. You radiate calm. You radiate faith. And that faith draws in exactly what you've been preparing for in the best possible way. So take a deep breath and remember, life is not in a hurry. You don't have to race to catch up. You are not late. You are in process. You are in motion even now. While it may seem quiet, things are shifting in your favor. Trust that. Lean into that. Live from that knowing. Everything is unfolding with purpose. Everything is right on time. You are ready now, not someday, not when everything is perfect, not when you feel more worthy, more healed, or more accomplished. You are ready in this very moment to receive all the beauty, all the love, all the abundance life has been waiting to pour into you. As you listen to these words and allow them to settle gently in your heart, know that a powerful shift has already begun. You are no longer living from old stories of limitation. You are no longer waiting for permission to thrive. You are claiming your divine inheritance, peace, prosperity, love, and joy, not as a wish, but as your natural state. From this day forward, may you walk with trust. May you breathe with ease. May you remember again and again that you are enough. You are supported. You are deeply loved by a universe that only says yes to your vibration. So choose thoughts that align with your highest self. Speak words that reflect your inner truth. See yourself already living the life you desire, and let that vision draw itself to you with grace. Each time you return to this message, you are strengthening your faith, you are rewriting your story, you are building a new foundation, one rooted in love, wholeness, and infinite possibility. Let your heart remain open. Let your energy stay soft and receptive. Let life surprise you with goodness you didn't even know you were ready for. You are ready, you are willing, and now you are aligned. Abundance is flowing, and so it is.